everyone over here, the next chapter is liability to pay in certain cases. Sir, can you give us a quick linking? Baba, everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. Chapter number 25, liability to pay in certain cases. Everyone over here, tell me one thing. What did we start learning GST with? We started learning with goods and service. Goods and service has to be supplied. Supply can be either interstate or intrastate. Interstate IGST, intrastate CGST. Once GST was levied, GST has to be collected and paid by a taxable person. How will he collect? Calculate value of supply into rate of tax. Once he calculates, he will go ahead and raise tax invoice, credit note, debit note, and delivery challan. And now he will go ahead and maintain accounts and records and send the goods with the help of e-way bill. Now liability to pay will come. It comes at the time of supply. You will use your input tax credit. Remaining amount you will make the payment and file the return. Right, everyone? Any stage you have a doubt, you will go ahead and take the help of advance ruling. Right, everyone? And then now department will start assessment. And we went ahead and learned that during scrutiny of return, you went ahead and told, sir, if officer wants, he can get audit done or special audit. He can do inspection, search, seizure, and arrest, and also demand order can be raised. Demand order, if you go ahead and make the payment within 3 months, very good. Otherwise, recovery will start. Demand and recovery, and the next chapter was appeals and revision. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. Here, your GST ka whole linkage gets over. Now, the chapter of liability to pay in certain cases which comes, no. Now, the chapters which are there further are those chapters which you should know, because those are complementing chapters to other chapters. Are we clear, everyone? Now, liability to pay in certain cases is not a chapter which comes in linking with any particular chapter ke after. It's a chapter which you should know as a whole so that you understand GST. Now, sir, what kind of a chapter it is? Baba, it's a chapter which will come for 2 to 3 marks. They are asking every attempt nowadays. Question number 7 which is there, in that they are asking you one question every attempt. Although a C graded topic, but 2 to 3 marks will definitely make a difference, and I am given only 1 page, right? So 2 to 3 mark, 1 page is very easy. Let's go ahead and do the first one. Everyone, liability to pay. Who will be paying in certain cases? Let's understand the cases. Sir, whenever there is a transfer of business, liability to pay in case of transfer of business. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. I went ahead and transferred the business to someone else. When I transfer the business, transfer of business as going concern is exempted. Right, everyone? But now, I went ahead and transferred the business supposingly on this day. Tell me one thing, from here, whatever is the liability will be the liability of the transferee. Yes, everyone, whatever is the liability will be the liability of the transferee. But before the transfer, whatever is the liability, that will be liability of me also. A transferred the business to B, then B will also be liable. So before buying anyone's business, please remember, whatever is his liability, that will become your liability also, because you should have gone ahead and done your proper due diligence before going ahead and buying someone's business. Are you guys able to understand? That is why people check everything before buying someone's business. If you have any liability, so here, if any liability is of this period before the date of transfer, who will be liable? Transferor and transferee, both will be liable. Sir, after the date of transfer, only transferee shall be liable. This is who is telling. So, sir, if any GST liability is there, tax, interest, penalty, any liability is there, might be it was demand order was given before, or might be demand order is given before, if given after, but it should be a liability of the period before transfer. Then who will be liable? Both will be liable. Might be demand order is given after, but you have to see the period. This period ka liability, even if determined before the date of transfer, demand order given, then also who will be liable? Transferor, transferee. Might be this period के लिए demand order was given later, then also this period का liability के लिए transferor and transferee both shall be liable. Who told this? This is being told by this section. Are you guys able to understand? So you can link it where? Then whenever one person transfers his business to another person, You remember, transferor transfers his business. So I can go ahead and conclude it like this. Sir, that the concept will be clear now. Transferor transfers his business to the transferee. He is a registered person. Transferred his business as going concern. Asset plus liabilities got transfer. Transfer of business as going concern is exempted. And transferee liable under section number 22(3) to take registration. Correct? This we learned in the registration chapter. This we learned in the exemption chapter. Chapter number exemption. Chapter number 2 which we learned for this is registration. Then we learned in ITC chapter that here ITC you have to file ITC 02 and this will be transferred to the e-credit ledger of the transferee. This we learned third in the ITC chapter. Fourth we are learning that whenever such business is transferred, all the liability. Fourth we are learning over here, liability before the transfer. Who will be liable? Transferor and transferee. Did you guys understand, everyone? Whatever was the liability before the date of transfer means today's transferred already. When transferred, after that liability you see. But before the date of transfer, whatever the period was there, for that liability will be of the transferor and transferee. Transferor and transferee will be jointly. Jointly means what, everyone? Jointly means together. Jointly means will be. Jointly means together. Severally means individually. It's a legal term which is basically used, jointly and severally liable. Jointly means, supposingly, me and my wife have taken a loan. So me and my wife are jointly liable and we both are severally also, individually also liable for the loan. So what they are going ahead and telling, sir, you are jointly also liable and severally. So if jointly they can recover from both, very good. Otherwise, individually also they are liable. So who are liable? Transfer and transferee to pay the dues. Dues means what, everyone? Tax, interest, penalty, whatever is there. In case of sale, gift, lease, leave, license, hire or any other manner, if you are going ahead and transferring your business to someone else, from the date of transfer who will be liable? Transferee. But up to the date of transfer who will be liable? Transferor and transferee both. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, everyone over here. The first one understood, everyone? The second one is principal and agent. Do you remember, everyone? I as a principal, I send the goods to the agent and agent sells the goods to the customer. Here invoice is in the name of the agent, right? But still all this liability will be of the agent. But still they have told if agent is supplying on behalf of principal, both agent and principal shall be liable for all these supplies. They are telling over here, see, where there is an agent and principal, where agent supplies or receives goods on behalf of the principal, either he is receiving or he is supplying. Such agent and principal shall be jointly and severally. Jointly means together, severally means individually. They shall be liable to pay the tax on such goods. So on these goods, who will be liable? Agent will be liable. If agent could not pay, then principal will be made liable. So both are jointly and severally liable. If agent pays, very good. Agent could not pay, principal has to pay. If both can't pay, both together have to pay. But they both are liable jointly or severally. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, if there is an agent who receives goods on behalf of the principal and send it to the principal, that agent is also an agent as per section number 71C. Now, in this scenario, who will be liable? Agent and the principal both. Can I go ahead? So, this you will have to connect where? To your principal and agent ka understanding. Whenever agent is supplying on behalf of principal or agent is buying goods in his name and transferring it to principal, those goods pay. Liability will be of principal and agent. Here is the connect. Are you guys able to understand? Can we go ahead? Next. Amalgamation or merger. Everyone tell me one thing. A company, A Limited is there. Third one, amalgamation or merger. A Limited is there. B Limited is there. A Limited and B Limited decided on supposingly 1st of January. 1st of January, A Limited and B Limited decided they will merge. Board of directors decided that we will merge. But for a merger to happen, they will have to move to the court and court ka order has to be given. Yes or no, everyone? Now, they went to the court on supposingly 1st of February and the court ka order was come. Order of the court has come on 1st of March. Everyone listen to me very carefully. They have gone and the court order went ahead and told that you have become AB Limited and they have given effect from what date? From 1st of January. Tell me one thing. From 1st of January, is A and B separate or they both are same? same. But in the eye of GST, if you see, till the date of the order, both are different. Because from the date of order, your registration will be cancelled under GST, and then you will obtain a new registration. Are you guys able to understand? See, in the eye of GST, only after certificate of incorporation comes, you will apply and you will be given a registration certificate from the date of the order. Can we go ahead? Now listen to me very carefully. In this scenario, tell me one thing. You became one from which date? First. But actually order came on 1st of March. For your, now if you go ahead and see, A Limited would have supplied some things to B during this period. B Limited would have supplied to A Limited during this period. But during this period, was your GST number separate? Yes, it was separate GSTN number. Because a court order came over here. In the eye of GST, for this period, you both are separate. And hence, they have gone ahead and told that because you guys are separate during this period, this A Limited supplying to B will be included in A ka turnover. And if this period may B Limited has supplied anything to A, that will be included in B ka turnover. Are we clear? Why? Because the court ka order came over here. From here, you will go ahead and take a single registration, because now you will go to the ROC. ROC will go ahead and give you certificate of incorporation. Then you will go ahead and apply for GST registration, and they will go ahead and give you the registration from here saying, okay, you guys are one. But before this date, whatever supplies till the date of the order, whatever supplies are done, those supplies will be included in the individual supplies of A and B, because in the eye of GST, you both are separate. Might be company's point of view, they gave you an amalgamation ka retrospective effect, but during this period, in the eye of GST, you both are different, distinct persons. Can I go ahead, everyone? The same thing is told, amalgamation or merger in pursuant to an order of court or tribunal or otherwise, and order is to take effect from a date earlier than the date of order. Order came over here, order took effect what? From 1st of January, it took effect earlier. And any two or more of such companies have supplied or received goods from each other, then such transaction shall be included in the turnover of supply or receipt of the respective companies, and they shall be liable to pay tax accordingly. The said two or more companies shall be treated as distinct person for the period up to the date of the said order. Right, everyone? I want you guys to write one more line, which I thought you guys should write down there, and I will tell you and you write it down. They will be liable for cancellation. 1 minute, I'll tell you the exact line which you have to write. And registrations, you can write over here, and registrations, both the companies ka, of the companies shall be cancelled with effect from date of the said order. Means once the order comes, from the very next day, your registration will be cancelled, because up to the date of the order, you both are different person, and the supplies will be included in your respective turnover. From the very next day, your registration will be cancelled and single registration will be given to you. But for that, you have to apply and take a separate single registration. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we clear till here? Let's go ahead. Next. Company went into liquidation. Everyone tell me one thing. Once a company goes into liquidation, company is in liquidation. Now what will happen? A liquidator will be appointed. Yes, everyone? Now, who will be liable to pay the dues of the companies? Company went into liquidation. Who will pay the dues? Liquidator will be liable. So, liquidator has to inform the commissioner that, sir, I am appointed. Within 30 days of appointment, he has to go to the commissioner and tell, sir, I am appointed as a liquidator of the company. If you have any dues, you let me know. If you let me know, I will liquidate the company. Whatever money will come, I will give it to you. Are you guys clear? So, whenever there is a liquidation, every person appointed as a receiver of an asset, basically the liquidator, within 30 days will intimate the commissioner that, sir, I am being appointed as the liquidator. You let me know whatever is the due. Commissioner will make inquiry and inform you within 3 months of the intimation that, sir, these are the amount which is due. That basically the tax, interest, penalty which is payable by the company. And now, who will be liable? liquidator will be liable to pay the dues. Sir, tell me one thing. If it's a private company, then who will be liable? Private company mein, behind the curtain, it is the directors. So always remember, in that scenario, the dues will be recovered. If it could not be recovered from the company, who will be liable? Directors. Otherwise, always the company is liable. Very simple, I think. Next, everyone over here. Liability of the directors of a private company. Tell me one thing. If dues could not be recovered from a private company, who will be liable? Director. Whoever was a director during such period shall be jointly and severally liable unless the director goes ahead and proves, sir, I was not there only. I was not there in the country only, sir. And this dues cannot be told that I have gone ahead and defaulted, sir. I was not there only. If you go ahead and prove that, then it is okay. If you prove that, sir, it is not because of me, then Baba, it is okay. Otherwise, every director shall be liable after the company. If company could not pay, who will be liable? That. Public company may liquidator. Private company can pay, very good. Otherwise, director. See, unless the director proves that non-recovery cannot be attributed to his gross negligence, misfeasance, breach of duty on his part in relation to the affairs of the company. He's telling, sir, I have not done any mistake. Don't recover it from me. Then they will not go ahead and recover it from you. You have to prove that. Sir, private company, public company. Private company converted into public company. Will directors be liable? No. Public company ka case mein though, company will be liable, and then if any liquidation is happening, liquidator will be liable. Then director shall not be liable. Sir, provided that nothing contained in the subsection shall apply to any personal liability penalty imposed on such director. If any personal penalty is imposed on a director, that liability though, that director only it is there. It is not of the company, or all the directors are not jointly liable. If personal liability of a director, for an example, you will see offences and penalties chapter mein, there are a lot of penalties which are being imposed. On a director, one penalty is imposed. That is your liability. Personal liability is your liability. That will not become company ka liability or all the directors ka joint liability. Can I go ahead? If any personal liability or penalty is imposed on a director, that will be the liability of that director only. Next. Sir, liability of partners of a firm. Tell me one thing. If partnership firm could not pay the dues, who will be liable? All the partners will be jointly and severally liable. Sir, sleeping partners. So what? All the partners will be liable. Can I go ahead? Firm will be liable first of all. If firm could not go ahead and pay, then each of the partners shall be jointly and severally liable. Basically, sir, I retired. Baba, whenever you retire, no, 30 days you have to intimate the commissioner saying, sir, 1 month you have to intimate saying, sir, I have retired. If you inform him within 1 month, then the day you retire, till that day, it's your liability. If you don't go ahead and intimate him within 1 month, then the day you intimate him, till that date, ka liability is yours. See, Baba, firm is liable and all the partners are liable for the liability of the firm. If any tax is there, interest is there, penalty is there, for which any demand order has been given, or might be it is given later, doesn't matter. Given demand order now or given later, doesn't matter. You have to see the period for which the demand order is given. Everyone, if a partner retires over here, within 1 month he has to intimate the commissioner. If he intimates the commissioner, then he will be liable up to the date of retirement. Now, up to the date of retirement, whatever is the liability, that will be a joint and several liability of the partner, including the retiring partner. Tell me one thing, if for this period any demand order is given later, then also retiring partner is liable? Yes. If any demand order was already given, then also retiring partner is liable. Am I clear till here? Now, any liability after the period, who will be liable? Remaining partners will be liable. This retiring partner will not be liable. Sir, I did not intimate within 1 month. Retired over here, did not intimate within 1 month. If you intimate within 1 month, then you are liable up to the date of retirement. But if you don't intimate within 1 month, then the day you intimate him, till that day you are liable. Are we clear, everyone? See over here, retiring partner or firm shall intimate the date of retirement to commissioner, and he shall be liable to pay the dues up to the date of retirement. If no intimation is given within 1 month, the liability shall continue till the date of intimation. Can I go ahead, everyone? Yes, sir. Point is clear. Let's go ahead. Everyone, guardian or trustee. You know what happened? A minor is there or an incapacitated person is there. Might be a minor is there, child who is not 18, or incapacitated person who is not able to work in his full capacity. Those people ka case mein court will appoint one guardian or court will appoint one trustee. Now this guardian or trustee will go ahead and carry the business on behalf of the minor or incapacitated person. So for an example, the incapacitated person or the minor ka name pe some business is there. That business is not being carried out by the minor. Who will carry out? The guardian, whoever is the guardian or any trustee who has been appointed. Now the trustee who is there or the guardian who is there who is carrying on the business, who will be liable for the dues of the business? Minor? No, it will be liability with respect to tax, interest, penalty of the business carried on by the guardian, trustee or agent on for the benefit of what? For the benefit of, see, who is carrying on? These people are carrying on behalf of the minor or incapacitated person. Dues shall be recovered. Dues means tax, interest, penalty shall be recovered from whom? Guardian, trustee or agent, as it would have been determined and recoverable from such minor or incapacitated person as if he was a major or capacitated person. Means minor is not a minor, minor is a major. Incapacitated person is a capacitated person. He is not incapacitated. As it would have been recovered from those people, it will be now recovered from whom? As if he was conducting the business himself. Means if minor was not a minor, he was a major, or incapacitated person was a capacitated person, he would have been carrying out the business. Whatever would have been the due recovered from him, same will now be recovered from the guardian or trustee. Basically, who is made liable? Guardian, trustee or the agent who is carrying on the business on behalf of the minor or incapacitated person. I hope you guys are able to understand. Very basic. Next, court of what or trustee appointed by the court. Sometimes what happens? No, to protect, see, this minor is there. Minor will have one estate. Arey, property is there. And property has a business. Now, minor cannot carry out the business. So, to protect the estate of the minor, court will appoint one court of ward. Are we clear, everyone? Or might be one administrator, or might be one trustee will be created. Those people are basically taking care of the estate of the minor. Now, estate has a business. Now, business means there is a liability. Who will be liable? Minor. The court of ward will be liable. Are we clear, everyone? Same thing. The court of ward or trustee appointed by the court, where estate of a taxable person, owning a business in respect of his dues is payable under the court of ward or trustee appointed by the court. It is not necessary that only in case of minor a court of ward is appointed. Sometimes for a major also the court will go ahead and appoint a court of ward who will basically take care of the estate of the person. Now, or trustee appointed by the court order, then dues shall be recoverable from such court of ward or administrative general or the official trustee in a like manner and to the same extent as it would have been recovered from whom? The taxable person if he was conducting the business himself. It is not only for the minor, but sometimes what happened, the court appoint for someone who is a taxable person. A taxable person was carrying on his business, but what happened, the court went ahead and appointed one administrative general or a court of ward. It's a body which has been created by the court basically to protect the estate of a person. What is a court of ward? Court of ward is a legal body which is created by the court to protect the estate of a person. Okay, everyone. Now, in that scenario, the estate is going ahead and carrying on some business, and court of ward is taking care of the estate. So, who will go ahead and pay that liability? The liability will be of the court of ward or the administrative general or the official trustee. Next, special provision in certain cases. For an example, one person has died and dues are there. That person will not wake up and give. Then who will give? The legal representative. Are we clear? Legal representative is not there. Someone else is carrying on the business. The person who will carry on the business further. So it says, if business is continued, legal representative or any other person, you can write carrying on the business. Carrying on the business shall be liable. Clear, everyone? Sir, I will not continue the business only. Sir, I will not continue the business only. In that scenario, what will happen? Sir, if you don't continue the business, whatever is the property left by that person, that property say money will be recovered. Are we clear, everyone? They are telling business is discontinued after his, before or after his death, then legal representative is liable to pay the dues out of the estate to the extent the estate of the deceased is capable. You are telling, sir, I will carry on the business. Then the legal representative or basically the person who is going to carry forward the business will pay. If business is discontinued, government is telling whatever can be recovered from his property, take it. Rest to gone, but whatever can be recovered from his property, take it. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, fight happened in an HUF or association of person, and they are going for a partition of the HUF. Government is telling, wait, before the partition, whatever the dues are there, the HUF and all the members who are there of the HUF, Hindu undivided family mein fight happened. They are dividing, they are telling we'll do partition. Now what to do? Before the partition, whatever dues are there, who will pay? All the members, Karta, members, everyone is jointly and severally liable. Simple. Each member or group of member means families. 2 families are there, 3 families are there, they are jointly running a business. Now one family is a one group of member. Can I go ahead, everyone? People are laughing. Sir, fight will happen. Yes. Shall be jointly and severally liable up to the date of partition. After partition, your business, you take care. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. After partition, who will run his business, that person will go ahead and take care of that business. Next. Sir, firm dissolved. All the partners fought, dissolve the firm. Up to the date of dissolution, whatever is the liability, who will pay? All the partners shall be jointly and severally liable up to the time of dissolution. After dissolution, both the partners are separate. Whatever business you are carrying out, your business ka your liability. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, termination of guardianship. Major became minor. Minor became major. Uncapacitated person became capacitated. Now, is guardian liable or the major is liable? Major is liable. Ward or beneficiary, basically whoever is the beneficiary for whom this guardian was there. Ward means that minor who has now become major will be liable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Shall be liable to pay the dues. Baba. Termination. Termination means when will guardianship end? When the minor becomes major. Ward has become big now. Big boy will pay. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Any other cases? Sir, discontinuation of business by a firm, AOP or HUF. HUF went ahead and told, see Baba, partition did not happen. HUF ka partition did not happen. Family is one only. They stopped the business. Can it happen or not? You opened one ration shop, all your full family together. 2-3 families are sitting together. Outside one shop was there. They opened one ration shop. One day fight happened. If fight happened, they broke the not ration shop. They closed the firm. If they closed the firm, or no, not the firm. Firm is still there. They broke the relationship. Basically, partition of HUF happened. One family went in their room, one family went in their room, one family went in their room. Baba, partition happened. In that scenario, they are going ahead and telling all the liability up to the date of partition will be taken care by whom? All of them. After partition, the business, whoever is continuing, that person ka liability. Before partition, everyone ka liability. After partition, the person who is taking care of the business. But here they are telling partition did not happen. Business stopped. They thought they will do one business. After some time, business is not profitable. Let's eat all the ration at home only. Forget the business. Baba, you did business or not? HUF ka partition did not happen. But business stopped. All the liability of the business, who will pay? All the members jointly. And did you guys understand the difference? Discontinuation of business has happened. Here it was partition. No. Partition did not happen. But discontinuation of business of a firm, AOP or HUF has happened. Partners, member of the association, family shall be notwithstanding to the discontinuation. Means forget discontinuation on all. It will be like you are continuing the business, whatever is the liability, pay. Shall be jointly and severally be liable. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one. Change in constitution of the firm. Earlier there were 2 partners. This partner went and this partner came. You think, earlier there were 2 partners. Till this date. Till this date, who will be liable? These 2 partners. Now this partner is gone and another partner has come. Then these 2 will be liable after that date. Yes or no? See, what I am telling is, till that days, these 2 partners were there. This change in constitution means partnership mein there is another partner who has come in, one partner has gone. In that scenario, till this date, who will be liable? These old partners. After that, new partner. Same retirement type. Sir, partners or member as it existed before and it exists after shall be liable without prejudice to section number 90 jointly and severally be liable to pay the dues of such firm for any period before its reconstitution. Tell me one thing. New partner is coming in. He should do his due diligence and come in the firm. No. Old dues. He is also liable. See, old partners to liable only. Because you joined newly, you are also liable for all the old dues. It's like transfer of business. Transferor and transferee liable for the old dues. Transferee was a new person. But new things, only the new people are liable. Transferee is liable. The same way, here partnership firm is there. 2 partners were there. It became 3. Baba, for all the dues till here, this partner should have done due diligence before coming inside the firm. No. So all the partners will be liable up to the date of reconstitution. Can I go ahead? After reconstitution, whoever is the new partner will go ahead and that person will be liable. Can I go ahead, everyone? But before reconstitution, up to the date of reconstitution, all the partners, new, old, everyone, as it existed before and as it exists after. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, the next one over here, this third line, no, it is wrong. You have to cut it. Actually, in the third, what they have told, no, total bakwas. They are telling discontinuation also includes dissolution. Discontinuation also includes dissolution. Are we clear? Includes dissolution or partition. But what I am telling is enough. I think it is more than enough. You should not confuse yourself. This much is more than enough. You can cut the last line which is there. Now, everyone over here, tell me one thing. One person went ahead and transferred his business to another. For an example, one father died. Son went ahead and took over the business. In that scenario, also it's a transfer of business. Old dues ke liye who will be liable? Transfer and transferee both. And new dues ke liye who will be liable? Only the transferee. Transferee or successor is liable to pay the tax, interest, penalty, dues from the transferor in case of transfer of business due to the death of the sole proprietor. It means when I talk over here transfer of business, one person died. Everyone listen. One person died. His son has taken over the business. It's a transferee. Who is the transferee? Son. Whatever is the liability, he will pay. But before the date of transferor and transferee both are liable. But sir, because the transferor is not there only, who will be liable? Transferee will be liable. Now here also you have to remember that you can go ahead and still say that sir, if he is not going ahead and continuing the business, then the business is not transferred only, no. He is telling I don't want to succeed the business. If you don't succeed the business, whatever can be paid out of the property of your father, that will be sold and that will be paid. But if you carry over the business, then who will be liable? Old liability and new liability, both are yours only. Did you guys understand? I hope you guys have the clarity on this. Here is the small chapter. See, generally in the exam, they go ahead and ask amalgamation, liquidation, private company, public company, partnership. Okay, everyone? These are some 4 of them which I feel are very important. Other than that also, this you can still see and go. Don't leave it. Special provision. Right, everyone? 2 to 3 marks they go ahead and ask in the exam. I will go ahead and close all my discussion on the chapter of liability to pay in certain cases. Today's discussion will go ahead and close over here. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye, people.